Today I have my Valentine's Day book haul. Now on Valentine's Day, my boyfriend and I went up to Terre Haute and we found this little used bookstore and I got 19 books. Spent about $70. The first books I have are Golem and the Gears and Harpy Time, both books from the Xanth series by Piers Anthony, and these are really hard to find new. This one is actually an old library book, which I'm not too fond of, but I'll deal with because these are really hard to find. The next books I have are books 3, 5, 6, and 7 from Stephen King's Dark Tower series. I already own 1, 2, and 4. I don't know why I have those particular titles. Number 3 is The Wastelands. Number 5 is The Wolves of Kala. Number 6 is Song of Susanna. And number 7 is The Dark Tower. The next book I have is the last of these small books, and it is Extras by Scott Westerfeld, the 4th book in the Uglies series. This is the only one that I did not own. Now on to the larger books. Now if you watched one of my previous book hauls, you'll notice how I ranted and raved a little bit about the copy of White Cat by Holly Black that I received, and I found this for $1 at this bookshop, so my collection has been saved. I have all 3 books with the same type of covers now. I'm so excited! The next 2 books I have are Eon and Iona by Allison Goodman, and I was actually surprised to find both of them in decent condition. The next book I have, I'm not very fond of the cover, but it is Snow White and the Huntsman by Lily Blake. I didn't realize, but it says it is actually based on the motion picture. I was a little upset that the cover art had Kristen Stewart on it, but it's based on the motion picture, so I guess I can't really argue with that. It came with this poster inside, so... The next book I have is Matched by Ali Condi, and this is the sequel to Crossed, which I already own. I'm still missing Reached. Next book I have is Snow Falling on Cedars by David Gutterson, and I thought I already owned this, but I didn't, so I was really excited to find this for only $1. Next book I have is The Kill Order by James Dashner, and it is the prequel to the Maze Runner trilogy. The next book I have is Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and it was only $1. The next book I have is Eternal: More Love Stories with Bite, which is an anthology that was put together by PC Cast, and it has a short story from the Morganville Vampires series by Rachel King. The next book I have is The Tales of Beetle the Bard by J.K. Rowling, and this is one of the few Harry Potter books that I did not currently own until now. The next book I have is Sanctum by Madeline, is it just Rue or Rux, or I don't know how to say her last name, I'm sorry. But this is the sequel to Asylum, and I do not have Asylum yet, so I can't read this yet. Next book I have, I was actually really excited to find, Book of Dracula. It has 27 stories by several authors. Some of them are famous, like H.G. Wells and H.P. Lovecraft, also Edgar Allan Poe and Charles Dickens. This actually is a collection of 2 books, so there's 2 books in here. The first one is the Dracula book, Great Vampire Stories. The second book is the Dracula book of Great Horror Stories. This cute little bookmark about the Dreamcatcher. Since I read Bram Stoker's Dracula back in middle school, I was really excited to find this. There's actually a story from him in here as well. It seems kind of silly, but it was only $5, and I didn't think that I would ever find another book like this. Now it's time to try to pick up these books. Can you see them all? They're kind of falling on me. Whoa. Book avalanche. Well, that's all I have for you today, and I will see you next time.